The American Declaration of Independence. This is the assertion and announcement by the British colonies, then deciding to put it in writing that they, from then on, will take over the land they have colonized as British colonists, as well as becoming their own country and being completely independent from the rule of Great Britain. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This declaration is truly an inspiration to the entire world, for it was the first Declaration of Independence to ever be written, and speaks of the rights of all men. The colonies sought for independence because of the unfair rules, regulations, and laws enforced onto them by Great Britain. The most impactful rebellion the colonies made was the Boston Tea Party. A group of colonists snuck aboard British ships and dumped all the shipped tea into the water. This destroyed an entire shipment sent by the East India Company. The members of this group were dressed in Native American uniform and were known by the name of Sons of Liberty. Now, the Intolerable Acts were laws passed by Great Britain in order to punish the colonists, which were the Boston Tea Party, the Massachusetts Government Act, the Administration of Justice Act, the Quartering Act, and the Quebec Act. The Boston Port Act was the first of the laws passed, closing the ports of Boston until the colonies were able to repay the damage done by the Boston Tea Party. The Massachusetts Act took away a Massachusetts charter and brought it under control of the British government. The Administration Justice Act was a law that states that all trials were to be taken place in Great Britain. The Quartering Act was a law in all the colonies, stating that British soldiers were allowed to acquire free housing from any civilian chosen. Finally, the Quebec Act, which was passed by the British Parliament to institute a permanent administration in Canada, replacing the temporary government created at the time of the Proclamation of 1763. These acts caused more and more outrage through the colonies, which eventually led to the American Revolution we learn about today. After 7 years of unrest and violence, the colonies achieved victory in 1781. After the war was won and the colonists free, the country became chaotic. In order to restore order and peace, the Bill of Rights was created. The Bill of Rights offers conclusive and specific rights and laws, from freedom of speech and religion to the right to keep and bear arms, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition. With newfound liberty, determination, and most importantly patriotism, the 13 colonies will grow to be one of the most powerful countries on earth.